All right, guys, so welcome to your Team Perseverance team call. It is February 19th, and I'm excited about tonight's call and hearing from some of our leaders on our team with some of their experiences, especially at the New Leader Conference. I'm excited about that. It's great to see everybody's faces on this Monday night that we're doing every other week. But I also want to welcome any of our new coaches that have joined our team call for the first time. Or any new coaches, maybe it's a second or third time. Congratulations. Welcome to our team, to Team Perseverance. Absolutely, absolutely love it. This is a time where we come together every other week. We come together to go over news, announcements, training, some recognition, have some guest speakers, or anything for us to stay plugged in with the team. And I'm excited about that. For the new coaches that maybe don't know me, I'm David Atkins, the founding coach of Team Perseverance. And we've been doing these calls now, I think, for over 5 years. So it's amazing. And some of you have been here from the beginning, and it's pretty cool to see. So I want to get right into a couple of announcements. First and foremost is all challenge packs are still $10 off until February 28th, which is pretty cool. I was just dealing with a person today, and they were shocked at how cheap the price was at $160, and then I got to tell them it was $150, and it was pretty cool. So that's great. So make sure you leverage that, and make sure you leverage the value in the challenge pack. It just goes without saying, but I think so often people cringe. If your posture is that you feel it's expensive, well, then your customer is going to feel it's expensive too, because they absolutely could tell based on what you're typing, the way you're wording it, what you're saying, if in fact the value is there. Next, Kristen did the blitz today. So did you blitz today and send your people out? I know I see Melanie and Devon going for that. I know I spoke to today, I think close to 45 people. So I know I didn't put it in there, but it was a super busy day. I'm just taking massive action right now as much as I can. Next, Team Cup. It's week 3, so everybody should be, pushing for the Team Club to close out the last 2 weeks for their Success Club points to get them in and done. The fortune is in the follow-up. I love saying that. So make sure that – hold on one second. I'm sorry, I was asking Kristen if she was almost done because we're getting major echo. So I lost my train of thought. So it's the Team Cup. Make sure that the fortune's in the follow-up and you're following up with people or people that maybe did your free trial. Or we now get awesome emails with people that are on bod through us that don't get Shakeology. So there's people to reach out to and talk to them how fitness and nutrition come hand in hand. The next thing is make sure, if you have not already, the Success Club trip for 2019, that you in fact signed up for the Success Club trip, and you have to opt in. So right now they have ranked everybody based on your Success Club points in 2017, and they're starting to invite people off the list. So you have to go to anchorsaway2019.com, anchorsaway2019.com to do that. Next, there's some new deluxe and mega challenge packs that came out or are available, which are absolutely awesome. They're in the back office under breaking news, and also we are going to have a new graphic coming out. Next, Coach Summit. So 2 things I want to hit on. Number 1, guys, I will be honest. If you are on this call or you're somebody that's watching the recording and you are serious about moving your business forward, and I'm going to start with the basic, and you're not at least active, like that is a major, major, major problem of a conflict of interest within yourself with your business. Like every Sunday night and Wednesday, I do a whole sponsorship drill down. And I'll be honest, I was like, holy cow, there are a handful of people that we're connecting and trying to help, and they're not even active themselves. And one of the vital behaviors is you got to be a proof the product works. So if you're not using the product, I'm backed up with Shakeology. If you're backed up with Shakeology, means then you weren't using your Shakeology every single day before that. so you weren't able to share it. And then following with that, if you backed up on Shakeology, then get Performance Line and try something else. But it's just you need to be at least 50 volume points active. If you're not, like, I just couldn't look you in the eye and say that you're really serious about building your business if you can't have 50 volume points a month, and Shakeology is 90. I just need to say that because I'm just being honest of what I observed in the landscape of the team the last couple weeks. Next is Coach Summit. If you don't have your ticket for Coach Summit, you need to get your ticket for Coach Summit. Guys, I want to share really quick what Stacy wrote about attending Coach Summit this year, because Stacy Fulgenzi went. And I want to share she didn't, in fact, think she was going to be able to pull it off. But I want to share because you've heard my story. My business went from pretty much part-time, built into a full-time, six-figure income after Summit 2013. I didn't realize the opportunity in front of myself until I got to Summit. And it will pay you back dividends. So I want to use the words of Stacy. And Stacy said, I will tell you this firsthand. Going to Summit will change you. When Dave told me this, he was right, and I was very nervous about going. For one, I couldn't afford it, and two, had never met anyone and was traveling alone. I almost felt like backing out at the last second, and then I said, heck no, I'm going. I haven't even started work on my business yet, just felt so strongly about what Beachbody has done for me, and this experience really is a game changer. I met some of the most incredible, supportive people, and you really can't explain it unless you are actually attending live. I came home and sold 8 challenge packs in 1 month. As soon as I got home, I bought my ticket for Summit right away, even though I didn't have the money right up front. I know that in order to get where I want to be, I will have to make some sacrifices now and do some things that might not be in the position to do right now, but I know will pay off later. When there are that many people who are like-minded, positive, and supportive in the same arena, it is electric. This was one of the best experiences ever. So I wanted to share that because I think that is powerful. When she wrote that, it even had me go like, whoa, but that really is spot on of why you need to be at Summit. If you are on this call, you need to be at Summit. So I have 2 last things. I just want to go over some recognition, and then I'm going to open it up to some shout outs anybody wants to give to anybody on the call or anybody that maybe is going to watch the recording. And then we'll kick right in, and I'm going to have Kristen kick off that part of the call. But let me, in fact, pull up the recognition. So first, I want to go to, where are we here? Bear with me. Okay, so this is the people I'm giving recognition that already have reached the 300 club, the 500 club, and the 1,000 club. So between February 1st and 14th in the 300 club, this means 300 personal volume points already. Remember, our goal is to get yourself to do 500 PV a month and duplicate that with your coaches. And if you do that, based off of one of our previous training calls on building Emerald Tribes, you will have an unbelievable, profitable business. So we have Darlene Heath, Kerry Burns, Mary Doyle, Kristen Otis, Teresa Mai, Liz Mullenbrook, Melissa McLean, Amber McCrae, Cynthia Isidori, Lisa Marr, Heather Potter, Gina Strecco, Kerry John, Candace Fellman, Stacy Fulgenzi, who I just spoke about, Leanna McCarthy, Rosita Viola, and Stephen Karras. In the 500 club, Shannon Larese, Joanne Anamadoris, Julia Carrera, Kristen Atkins, Jessica Guzman, myself, Tyann Sanchez, Joan Carroza, Ali Cross, Elizabeth Guerrera, Sharice Nolson, Carrie Hauser, Shanna Carlucci, Melanie Yoakum, Michelle Broder, and Cara Fulop. And in the 1,000 club, oh my, like one of them is on this call, Lindsey Kaufman and Rachel Cullivan have over 1,000 personal volume points in only the first 2 weeks of the month. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like really, like, I think, well, hold on. So I got to relook at this again, the screen switch. So Lindsey Kaufman has 1,700 volume points in 2 weeks. if you did 25% of what she did in 2 weeks in an entire month and got your coaches to do that, you are building a business that's well on its way to 6 figures. Lindsey's building a business well on to $1 billion a year right now. So let's just call it as that. She's hiding behind her hand, but she's smiling. So absolutely amazing. So with that, I want to open up the call to anybody to unmute and give a shout out to anybody on this call or anybody in their team. Go for it. Go ahead, Mel.
I got a shout out.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I'm try to keep it simple. My girl Shonda sent out at last count like 45 invites to our coaching sneak peek. So
45. I like that. Massive action. Who else?
Me.
Go ahead.
You have to lower yourself. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to shout out Miss Joan Carosa because I had a call with her the other day and we had a really good chat. And she has been like 10xing it to the max since we talked the other day. She's like, I did this, I did this, I did this, and then boom, boom. So really, really proud of you, Joan. I know you've been busy. I know you got a lot going on, but proud of you. And Penny Feezy in our UK, like she sent out a bazillion invites today for the Blitz. And any of you guys who did the Blitz today, I got to give you guys a raise the roof. You guys are awesome. And trust me, you will feel the that come back to you. And I know Shannon Larese she said she threw in a couple of quick invites while she was stranded at the airport. Like, that's what it's about, guys. It's about making it work with what you got. So all of you guys, awesome. And a shout out to the girls I just had a mentor call with who just jumped right on over to this call. So good job, ladies. All right. Mute me.
Who else? Go ahead, Devon. I'll unmute you.
Awesome. So I want to give a shout out to my coach, Trisha. She popped Emerald last week, and we have another Emerald popping this Thursday. I'm telling you, our Rise and Shine group, we are an Emerald factory. We are Melanie, and we just have this amazing energy right now, and it's just, yes, Melanie, yes. So I just want to say congratulations to my girls, and Melanie and I just started our coach sneak peek tonight, and we rock that, and so congrats, Mel. Doing big things, girl.
I love it.
That's it.
Who else?
This is Joan. I have a shout out. My Teresa, you inspire me. I love your posts on Instagram. I'm really, really, really enjoying them. And I wanted to welcome Steven. He's new. Hey, Steven. How's it going? Woo, woo. And Leah. Leah is here with us. She is halfway through coach training. She started a week late, and she's caught up because she is really, really loving this. And I am also enjoying her posts, and I can't wait for her to start putting them live on Facebook. We got this. I'm excited, team. Let's do it.
Love it. Who else do we have?
I have a quick shout out. And she's gonna hate me for this, but Elise, girlfriend, she just started putting 2 days worth of her sweaty selfies on Facebook. This girl's been doing Beachbody. You've hit a year, right? You're just over a year, I think. And she just started putting them out there, and she sends me a text. She's like, oh my gosh, so many people are like messaging me like, what? I'm like, I'm just proud. I'm proud of you for doing it. Cause I know it's not easy, and you're amazing. You do it every day. You show up every day. It's, you inspire all of us, and now you're inspiring everybody who sees everything that you do on Facebook. I'm proud, girl.
Go ahead, Shannon.
All right. I have a shout out for Miss Lindsey Kaufman. We attended New Leader Conference together, and this is a girl who came into this business so scared. And look at her. She's rocking it. She's not just hitting amazing Success Club points. She is leading her team. She is leading up. You rock. You make me a better person.
She makes us all better people. Absolutely love it. Who else? Anybody? Anybody? If you are, unmute because I'm scrolling through. We have 2 or 3 pages of people. Nobody else? All right. Chrissy, you want to unmute and kick this off? Kristen's coming over here.
Sadie up to bed. All right. Am I unmuted? Okay.
Yep.
Does anyone like hear the song from The Lion King in their head? Can you feel the love tonight? Not that I have a good voice, but like, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right. So kicking off the call, first things first, something that I would like to do from now on is those coaches that are recognized on our team cover photo every month for the month prior for top recruiter and top success club earner, I'm just going to have them briefly share like 1 minute or less, like how they got to the cover photo of our team page. So Lindsey Kaufman, who is going to be speaking tonight, is one of those top success club earners. Rachel Cullivan is another one. She could not be on the call tonight, but she gave me a little write-up that I'm going to share. And then Gina Strecco is our top recruiter. So I'm just going to shoot it over to Gina to get started. Gina's just going to give a little tip on how she recruited I think it was 3 coaches this past month, and what helped her. And then I'm going to shoot over to Lindsey, and then I'll introduce everybody else who's going to be talking tonight. And I'll go over what Rachel said. Go ahead, Gina. I unmuted you.
Okay. Hey, guys. So, okay. For my recruiting, basically what I do, I was telling Kristen, I'm like, it's not really any aha like lesson, but what I do when I offer the opportunity to people when they first join me to do the challenge, I give them 2 options for enrollment. And I ask them, I'm just very upfront with them, telling them, really, I want them on this journey for more than 30 days. And so in order, as we know, in order to stay on for longer periods of time to do our groups, they would want to join as a coach. And so I present it that way, and I just have this little script, and I say there's 2 options for enrollment, and I give them option 1 and option 2, and I say as a coach and a customer. And so I would love to say that all 3 of them are like joined to want to work and rock this. That's not the case. They're coming on for them right now, and it's just really the way in which I present it. But my thought is it just makes, for me, I feel like it makes it much more seamless down the road when they are going to transfer over. It's less that they have to do, right, to do the refund and the whole thing. So I just get them on board. They join our team. They get the love. And then I'm hopeful that they're going to want to get involved in the team trainings and stuff. So that was the scoop.
Awesome. Thank you, Gina. So basically, you can give everybody the option. You can sign up as a customer. You can sign up as a coach from the get-go, and give the 2 different options. And some people may say, sure, sign me up as a coach. Some might say, no, I'm not ready for that. Just let me be a customer. And that's totally cool. Same. They're going to still join you as a challenger. So very cool. Thank you, Gina. All right. I'm going to hop over to Lindsey real quick. Lindsey, how did you hit, 2,200 Success Club points? What did you have?
22.
22.
Which was my biggest ever. So I feel like, I don't really, like Gina said, it's not really any aha moments. It's just really implementing what I've been told to implement for the past 2.5 years. And I just finally started doing it. But just 5 little things that I jotted down, and it's really quick, that has really sort of been a change for me in the way I approach people, is knowing why I'm inviting them, and not knowing, and I guess that kind of goes along with like being your why as a coach, but like if you know why you're inviting the person and what it's done for you, I think it makes it easier. And it's not like you're selling anybody anything. You're truly just telling them from the heart, like why it's so important. And then number 2, don't be attached to their answer. And I got this from a book that Kristen, I think you're reading too right now, which is Get Over Your Damn Self. And it was sort of like, she's like, don't be attached to the income or to the outcome. Like if they say no, fine, ask for a referral, no big deal. If they say yes, awesome. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I started doing that. And then 3 is listening, and like truly listening. Like I have a problem with listening. I generally, because I get so nervous, like right now my palms are sweating. I'm ready to throw up and pout. But like I get nervous when I talk to people. So I always like jump in and start talking when I shouldn't. And I've really had to pay attention to that and like sit back and truly listen to what they need. Because there was times when I was like, oh my God, I don't know what they just said to me. And then they wouldn't sign up. But now if I like, truly like focus on what they want, it's been a game changer. And then being authentic, being yourself. Again, it's something that I wasn't doing for a long time. And finally, I'm like, you know what? I curse like a sailor. I love wine and martinis. I don't love working. Like, this is who I am. And I've embraced it and I'm okay with it. And I show that to people. And it's been a game changer. And a lot more people are like, oh my God, thank you I get it. I relate to that. So, that's number 4. And then number 5, if you find yourself, and again, this is from Getting Over Your Damn Self. If you find yourself convincing somebody, stop. Because we don't want to convince anybody. They have to want to do it for themselves. And that was a really, really, really big one for me and making it work this time around. And just really, if I find that someone doesn't want it, there's no amount of convincing because then I'm going to convince them to buy something they're not going to show up for. So those were sort of the 5 things that I've changed big time I think that helped me a lot and that's helping me now.
Excellent.
That's it.
And I do feel like if you are talking to enough people, you won't be desperate for that one person to say yes. And you know what I mean? Like when you're trying to convince them, because I remember feeling like that, like, no, I need you to say yes. Like I have 2 points. Like I need you to say yes. But if you're talking to enough people, that one person like shouldn't matter too much. So I totally agree with that. All right. Excellent. Excellent points, Lindsey. Very good. And that book, I just got off a call with 6 ladies and we talked about it. They're actually going to be reading 2 books in the next month. And one of them is Get Over Your Damn Self. Like everybody in this entire team call should be reading, listening to it while you're on the toilet, while you're in the shower, while you're in the car, whatever you're doing, and over and over and over again and again. Okay. So this is Rachel Cullivan. She also hit Success Club 22 this month. She could not be on the call, so she just wrote me a quick thing. I said, what would you share if you were on the call? She said, I became a coach in September and set out a roadmap to eventually coach my own group solo after 3 free 5-day challenge groups, which took place October, November, December. So she gave herself 3 months to kind of adjust and be with her coach. I think her coach is Julia, right? Okay. The timing worked out for me to use 80-Day Obsession as my goal to coach on my own. I started out small in order to break it down into achievable goals by signing up my first person in December, then my second and third in order to achieve Success Club. From there, I set a goal of trying to sign up 1 or 2 people per week, okay, per week. Once I hit Success Club, it took off some pressure, and I used that momentum to propel me forward and not hold myself back from inviting people who I didn't necessarily think would be interested. So I think once you do hit Success Club, especially if you try to hit early in the month, it does take a lot of pressure off of you, and you might just be more relaxed with inviting. I leveraged the timing of the new year as well when I knew that people would really be interested in working on their health and fitness goals, and did my best to not pressure people but make it seem friendly and casual. So kind of like what Lindsey said, to be like more relaxed, don't be attached to the outcome of it. And again, if you're talking to enough people, you're not going to be held up on any 1 or 2 people. You're just going to let it flow. Okay. And like I said on the call I just had before, that's another seed planted. You know, you're planting seeds every time you talk to somebody. So you just need to wait for your garden to grow, and it's going to grow all around you, like Lindsey showing us, if you're just consistent with it. So that's that. All right. Moving on to the meat and potatoes of the call. So we were lucky enough to have 3 of our team members qualified to go to the New Leader Conference in LA, which is phenomenal. So just so you know, you have to be qualified and invited to the New Leader Conference. It's once per year. You have to be a 1-star, it's 1-star now, right? 1-star diamond coach. You have to hold it for 6 weeks consecutive and get at least 10 elite points. I believe it is 10 elite points in a certain qualification period in order to qualify to go. And if you get 25 elite points within that qualification period, you actually earn a free room at the hotel that you get to stay at. And it's in LA, which is the coolest place on earth. I love it there. So 3 of our girls, Shannon, Larese, Lindsey Kaufman, and Devon Wheaton, got to go, and they had some bonding time. I think that it was one of the best experiences I had as a coach. I remember going with Charisse Nolson and Jen Holdman. We got stranded there because it snowed and I couldn't get back home. So we had 2 days hanging around Hollywood, which was really fun. But you have to earn it. And these girls were there, and it's a small, intimate group of coaches. And the training is definitely next level training, bigger and better than you would see even just at a Super Saturday or at a summit. So they got to go in this small, intimate setting. So I asked each of them to share one of their takeaways, because usually when you go to these things, you come home and there's usually like 1 or 2 things that stick out in your mind, like, yeah, like I want to implement that, or that really made sense to me, or that's going to help me in my business. So they each have a different takeaway that they're going to share with you in 5 minutes or less. I'm just going to let them take it away. And I'm going to start off with Shannon because I see her in the center of my screen. If you're ready, Shan, go for it, girl. You're good.
Okay. All right. You guys can hear me? All right. So this was, like Kristen said, it's an incredible event. There are so many things that we learned, and it's really hard to just snip it down into one. But for me, it was a little bit more of a personal thing. So Kim Fitzpatrick was a coach of her husband who was, I don't know, I think they became top 10 coaches like in the first 2 years of being a coach. It was something crazy like that. And, she got up on stage and I really appreciated the way she carried herself, a lot of poise, a lot of professionalism. She was a businesswoman. And I have been identifying myself in this as a businesswoman who's struggling to have her Beachbody business fulfill her corporate, take over her corporate career. And here was this businesswoman who was up on stage and did it in 2 years. And I'm thinking, what the heck? So as she started talking, she discussed about branding your truth. Now, everybody talks about branding and finding their niche and their target market, but she's spoken about it in a very real, relatable, and resourceful way. So those are your 3 R's: being real, being relatable, and being resourceful in everything that you do in order to have faith over your fear. Now, I never considered myself to be a fearful person. I was married when I was 18 years old. I had 2 kids by the time I was 21. We just did it. And we just did it. And then we went to college and we put each other through college and we were just kind of going through the motions and we've made everything work. So gosh darn it, I was going to make this business work too, but I wasn't being real to myself. Guys, this business is scary, okay? You will have success. People will say yes. People will say no. People will tell you that you can't do it, right? And then you will get to a point where you're going to be like, oh my God, I want this so bad because I just love it. And you have to lead with that passion. You have to lead with that love. And always remember, though, that there are people involved in this. And those relationships that you have are so very important that you are truly here to serve people, not just yourself. And so I had this really, really, really eye-opening moment where, holy crap, this has nothing to do with me being fit. It has everything to do with the success of the people in which we are serving. And she got up on stage and she says, I don't have customers. Customers come, they go to the checkout counter, and they leave, right? She's like, I have clients. I have clients and coaches because I build relationships with people. We have fun. They become my family. And so, we really have to make sure that we take that belief, that process that we know that we have at some point in our business, because I have to admit, I have always had a passion for this, but I didn't recognize my fears. I think I was lying to myself, but I am scared. And I think I'm more scared of failing than actually succeeding, because I know I'll succeed, but I'm scared of failing. And so we have to be able to share that with people, because if you can't share that with your team, then they're not going to have buy-in with you. They're just going to look at you as some, like, oh my gosh, she's got it going on. And that's not fair, because that's not true. None of us are perfect. And the more real, relatable, and resourceful, because again, people are asking questions, those are the people you want to nurture, because not all of us pick things up like that, right? There's a lot to learn in this business. So as long as people are asking questions, we have to make sure that we are listening and we are helping them be resourceful as well. It's not all about you giving them the answers. Remember that good leaders are also good learners. They will find the answer themselves, right? So anyway, those are my takeaways. It's not really in a list form. It was a very big personal realization for me. But we are here to serve. And as Carl put it at the very end, is that we are here. This business is a business of love. And if you don't love it, then get out. Because it's true. You have to be able to love this in order to be able to serve people and be happy for their success in all of this. And that's it. I did good. 6 minutes.
That was awesome. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. That was good. All right, awesome. So yeah, I like your takeaway. I was running to the bathroom, but I was listening to you. Really good takeaway. And Kim and Jamie are awesome, and they're great role models to follow for sure. All right, Lindsey, you're going to go up next, and then we'll wrap up with Debo.
Okay. Gosh, I don't know why. I'm like seriously nervous. So, and what Carl said, going on what Shannon said, he said, I dedicate this moment to the service of love. Holy crap. Did that like hit me like a ton of bricks? I know it like hit everybody. It was crazy. So, my leadership takeaway, and I've said this before, this was the best coaching experience so far. Like, I've been to 2 summits, and although they were amazing, I came away feeling like my brain was going to explode because of all the information. Whereas this one, it was like just the right amount. It was what we needed. And I came away feeling like calm, cool, and collected. It was kind of crazy. But my biggest takeaway, because I'm a mom of 2 young kids. My kids are 5 and 7, and I have a husband, and I'm home with my kids almost all the time. So Melanie Mitro was talking about communicating with your spouse about what you're doing, what your schedule looks like, and really letting them in, because that's what we would do with any other business, right? Really just sharing with them, letting them in, because this isn't some like secret society. This is a for real business. Syncing your calendar with your spouse. And then here's the big one, scheduling unplugged time to put the damn phone down, turn the computer off, and spend time with your family. Like, that was my biggest, like, that was like an aha moment for me, where I was like, I'm going to try not to swear here, but like, crap, like I play Legos with my son with my phone right next to me, and when someone sends me a message, I answer it. And what is my kid doing? He's talking to me and I don't hear him speaking, and I don't want to live that way. I don't want my kids like later down the road going, well, yeah, mommy was home, but she never did anything with me. So that was like a big thing for me. And I was like, okay. The next day I come home, and I told my husband at 3:30 when I pick up my kids till after dinner, I am not allowed to have my phone. I don't care what you do with it. You can lock it away. You can hide it from me. Don't tell me where it is. I am not allowed to have my phone, because it's really important to me. Although this business is to get me and my family to a place where we want to be, which means financially free. I'm not working for somebody else. Like, I have really big, lofty goals for why I'm doing this. I don't want it to take away from my family. Yes, I have to sacrifice certain things. Yes, I have to put in hours that, like, I'm freaking tired at the end of the night, but I still stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning messaging people like a mad woman. But I'd rather do that then than have my kids tell me I wasn't home with them, which is why I'm doing this. So that was my biggest takeaway. put the freaking phone down, make time for your family, because guys, like, that's what's important. That's why we're here, right? Is to be with them. So it's going to be hard. I'm addicted to my phone. I have an Apple Watch. I have to turn the notifications off or take that off too, but make that time to be with your family, because you don't want them to resent you. I don't want my husband to resent me for doing this, for being on my computer all the time. And I certainly don't want my kids to do that. So that was my like biggest, just put it down. Take the time for your family.
Yep. Awesome. And that's actually what we came away with at Brendon Burchard as well. High Performance Habits. Like, you need to have that shutdown time. You need to completely like just walk away from it. And guys, I will telling you from experience, from doing this for years now, like a lot of the people that were on our team, that were our leaders that are gone, got major burnout because they never shut it down. And they couldn't handle it anymore, and that's why they're not here anymore. But for you guys, you need to know the importance of that, and that the society today is just run by devices and social media, and
everybody wants your attention.
And everybody wants your attention all the time. So you have to decide what's the most important and make the best use of your time while you're on your devices, right? Like, instead of just scrolling mindlessly for 2 hours out of your day, make it work for you. Be talking to people. Be intentional about the time that you do spend on it, so that way you don't feel like you didn't get anything done when it is time to shut down. So make sure you have that time each day to shut down for real. All right. Thanks, Linz. And Debo, where are you? Okay. I'm unmuting you, girl.
Debo's here. So, do you remember Arsenio Hall? Yeah. I do. All right. So yeah, I kind of feel the same way Lindsey does. It was definitely an experience when you're only with 499 other coaches that, are at your level. It makes it very real to you that, holy shit, I can do this. Like, oh my gosh, like, look at the people in this room. Like, they're exactly where I am. And it's just like at Summit, there's 30,000 people, and then here's like 500. So these are the ones who have gotten to this particular level. And it just makes it really is a boost of confidence. And I have to give a shout out to my amazing team, because it's not just about me. It's not me. I didn't go there because of everything that I did. It was an effort, a team effort. And Melanie, she's my diamond, she's my strong ass diamond, and she's the reason why I went and why I was able to go. So thank you, Melanie. I'm so grateful for you, and so grateful for my entire team. And I was honored to be there. I was like, holy shit, there's like Carl Deichler. I'm like taking a picture, being silly. And he's like, who is this chick? Like, get away from me. And like, it was just fun. It was a really good time. The energy was really high. And one of the things, my biggest takeaway was like, get your shit together and start running this like a business. Dave and Kristen have since the beginning of my coaching career, they have been pounding it into my head. Treat this like a business. And I know that you guys have heard this over and over and over and over and over again. Like, if you run it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like it's a hobby, right? If you run it like a business, a legit business, you're going to get paid like it's a legit business. So that was like a light bulb moment when Melanie Mitro was on the stage and she was talking about like, dude, like, create your freaking marketing plan for the month. Like, map it out. Like, take and, block out your time every single day. I run a business from home, a graphic designer. I have been so willy-nilly with my time. I just like, between jobs or whatever, I'm just like plugging in some, Beachbody business time here and there. And that's not effective and that's not efficient. And that wasn't really, I wasn't maximizing my time. I wasn't being laser focused with what I needed to do every single day. And she talked about being very intentional with your time. If you work a full-time job, who cares? Take your Google Calendar out, block out that time on your Google Calendar. That's what she told us to use. And that's what my entire team is using right now. And say, this is my Beachbody hours. These are the hours that I work my business, and just seeing it there and just knowing that you have that time set aside every single day where you can do your vital behaviors, where you can do those things that move your business forward is so important. So that was my biggest takeaway, just treating this like a business. Like, this is a legit business, you know, everybody on this call should be treating it that way. And so scheduling time and things like that is very important. And then also, you know, just like Lindsey said, loving on people and remember what the big picture is, and that's that we're helping people, and love on your people, love on your coaches, love on your clients, love on your challengers, love on everybody. Just show them that they're important, show them that you care, and they'll never leave you. So that's kind of that. Those were my two big. Oh, and one more really quick. Insta stories. I can't tell you how much Instagram and Insta stories was just like pounded into our heads too the whole time. It was like everything. There was no Facebook training. There was nothing about any other social media platform. It was Instagram. And if you're not on Insta stories, then you get your ass there because you're missing the boat. So that was very important. And I thought that was something that I should share with you guys, but that's it.
All right. Awesome.
No, I just think the big thing is, you went to a live event, you went to a leadership event, and it just shows you how important live events are, period. Because you're in that room and you look around and you say, why not me?
Yeah. And actually, Lindsey had messaged me, when, Linz, like when you earned it?
Yeah, I was freaked out. Yeah.
You're like,
I didn't even know how I earned it, but yes.
Truth, Kristen, like, I earned this, but like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm going to go. I'm going to leave my kids. It's going to be hard. Is it really worth it? And I was like, Linz, if you're looking to build your business, and I'm pretty sure you are, you need to go. Like, you need to be there. I can't even explain it in words, but look at her now. I mean, she just took ownership and like full steam ahead. And absolutely, these type of things can change your life. So when you work hard, you are rewarded for it in Beachbody, whether it be a trip, these type of events, like when we get to go to leadership every year. It's insane. You guys, there is no way that everybody on this call cannot at one point earn a trip to New Leader Conference. 1-star, you have to be a 1-star. You can all get there. And you should all strive to get there, because that means that you are intentionally growing your business. You are having coaches, at least a few, that are also working the business in your downline, and that you deserve to be there. They give you that intimate training for a reason. They make it special and small for a reason. So those are the type of things you need to shoot for, because they absolutely will help you grow your business.
And the people that are there, like many of you know that my success partner, who's become a good friend of mine, is Scotty Hobbs. He's a 7-figure earner a year, and he's become my success partner. And you know what? If it wasn't for me working my butt off for years to get to those events, I wouldn't have been in the circle of influence or in the conversations to be able to talk to Scotty, to develop the friendship, to have the success partnership, and to now be somebody that I talk to when we talk about stuff personally and business stuff. But you know what? That's why you need to get there, and you got to work. Like right now, your circle of influence to grow, to get there, is the books that you read. Because early on, I used to say, if I only had that coach to mentor me, you know what? My coaches and mentors are the books that I read, and they still are today, but you have to earn your way to that level. So you get in the room of the people like Shannon, Devon, and Lindsey did, and they saw the difference. And then you get to leadership, and now you're with the top 200 people in the company, and just the conversations you had over eating a healthy salad are much different than the conversations you have at home hanging around the people you work with. For a lot of people, because they say, just look around at the people you spend the 5 most time with, and you probably all have the same amount of success and make about the same amount of money. That's fact. It's science. It's truth. So if you want to level up, you need to level up on your own and rule yourself, and what you do in private will happen for you in public. It's what you do in the dark when nobody's watching, and we end this call in 10 seconds. What are you doing right now in 10 seconds? You're going to bed, watching TV, scrolling social media, or you're going to put in the work? Because it's putting in the work when nobody's watching that's going to get you to where you want to go.
Damn, now I got to go do follow-ups. Thanks, Dave. All right. All right, guys. Ladies, thank you so much for sharing tonight. We appreciate you sharing your heart, and congratulations again for earning that well-deserved trip to LA. And you guys got to tour headquarters, right? You went to headquarters. Wasn't that cool? So fun. All right, guys, team, we will see you in 2 weeks. And big shout out to all our UK coaches who are going to be watching this tomorrow while we're still sleeping. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Have a great night, team. Mwah. Love you.